Hello everyone. Good evening everyone. Welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and today we are going to analyze the Hindu newspaper for 30th May 2020. आप सभी का स्वागत है अर्पिता शर्मा क्लासेस में. मैं हूं अर्पिता शर्मा, आप सभी की एजुकेटर, और आज हम 30th May 2020 का द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर एनालाइज करने जा रहे हैं. So the class PDFs are uploaded on our Telegram channel, as you all know. क्लास की पीडीएफ को हम टेलीग्राम चैनल पर अपलोड कर देते हैं. सिंप्लीफाइंग यूपीएससी विद ईज इज द नेम ऑफ द टेलीग्राम चैनल. लिंक इज गिवन बिलो इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स. सो क्लास पीडीएफ के अलावा वहां पर नोटिफिकेशंस भी दी जाती हैं रिगार्डिंग एनी न्यू फर्दर फ्यूचर वीडियो, एनी न्यू कोर्स विच वी आर गोइंग टू टेक अप एटसेट्रा. द पोल्स आर कंडक्टेड, एमसीक्यूज एटसेट्रा आर ऑल अवेलेबल ऑन आवर टेलीग्राम चैनल. ऑल्सो here's a small announcement for all of you. I am taking a new plus course on Unacademy Plus. The plus course is crash course in current affairs through MCQs for UPSC prelims 2020, 21, 22 and even 2023. This is starting from 1st June 2020. You can use code Sharma20 to get 10% discount on this particular course. Plus इस कोर्स पे ही नहीं, Unacademy Plus की सब्सक्रिप्शन लेने पर आपको 10% का डिस्काउंट मिल सकता है अगर आप मेरा कोड Sharma20 यूज करते हैं. Once you take Unacademy Plus subscription, you can access any educator, any of his courses of her courses. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक ही टीचर के आपको कोर्स को एक्सेस करने का मौका मिलेगा, ऐसा नहीं होता. अगर आप अनअकैडमी प्लस का 1 मंथ, 6 मंथ, 3 मंथ, 12 मंथ, 24 मंथ्स का सब्सक्रिप्शन, कितने भी मंथ्स का सब्सक्रिप्शन लोगे, उस टाइम पीरियड के लिए आप किसी भी एजुकेटर का कोर्स आराम से देख सकते हो. Alright, so the features of this course will be, we are going to summarize all the important current affairs of last 1 year in the format of MCQs. Indian Express, Hindu newspaper, PIB, everything will be covered. Mains, कैसे आपको मेंस की तैयारी करनी है करंट अफेयर्स में से, कैसे करंट अफेयर्स को मेन से लिंक कर सकते हैं, प्रीलिम से लिंक कर सकते हैं, वो सब इस कोर्स में बताया जाएगा. Plus daily mock test will be conducted. So this course will be live at 9 AM daily. 1st June से सुबह 9 से 10 बजे ये क्लास होगी अनअकैडमी प्लस पे. अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हो, लिंक नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में है, आप सब्सक्राइब कर सकते हो. Alright, also subscribe to my YouTube channel and also press the bell icon for the notifications of any course that we are taking on this channel. The first important topic in proportion, while India ranks 9th, this is very important for prelims. India की ranking अभी 9th है in the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases. Infections as a proportion of its population are much lower compared to countries with the most cases. This is India's position right now. ये जो graph है, ये number of tests conducted per million of countries population with the number of cases per million को डिपिक्ट कर रहा है ये ग्राफ. यू कैन से केसेस पर मिलियन आर 128, टेस्ट पर मिलियन आर 2573, टोटल केसेस 1,73,310. प्लस आप देख सकते हो सबसे ऊपर रशिया है, राइट. जर्मनी इज ऑल्सो देयर, इटली, स्पेन, यूएस एंड यूके. दीज आर दी टॉप मोस्ट कंट्रीज. अभी फिलहाल इंडिया की रैंकिंग 9th है. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस. Okay, and also you all know that government is preparing for lockdown 5.0. 2 weeks का ये 2 हफ्ते का लॉकडाउन लगेगा. लॉकडाउन 5.0 नॉर्मली काम तो कर सकते हैं, बट रेस्टोरेंट्स, कैफेज ये सब बंद रहेंगे, मेट्रो ट्रेन्स बंद रहेंगी. Yep. Now the first news which we are going to understand from GS paper 3's perspective is GDP growth slows to a 11-year low of 4.2%. Q4 slumps to 3.1%. Provisional estimates for 2019-20 released by National Statistical Office are now live. अब National Statistical Office ने provisional estimates को launch किया है 2019-20 के. Now what are the details of these estimates? According to these provisional estimates, India's economic growth has slowed to an 11-year low of 4.2% in 1920. 11 साल में ये पहली बार 4.2% का डाउन ग्रेड हमने देखा है अपनी इकोनॉमी में. फोर्थ क्वार्टर ऑफ 1920 फिजिकल ईयर जैन मार्च पीरियड सॉ द ग्रोथ इन जीडीपी स्लम्प टू 3.1%. स्लम्प मतलब नीचे गया है, राइट. नाउ व्हाट वर द ब्राइट स्पॉट्स? नेगेटिविटीज हमने देख ली, पॉजिटिविटीज क्या है? व्हाट आर द पॉजिटिविटीज इन दिस पर्टिकुलर एस्टिमेशन? फोर्थ क्वार्टर ग्रोथ ऑफ 2019-20 was lowest in 44 quarters. but there are sectors where some improvements were seen. Agriculture and government expenditure has helped lift growth from earlier projections. Public administration, defense, other services also grew at 10.1%. तो हमने देखा एग्रीकल्चरल आउटपुट और माइनिंग सेक्टर का आउटपुट इंक्रीज हुआ है 5.9%, 5.2%, and public administration and defense also saw an increase of 10.1%. These were the two bright spots. ये दो bright spots provisional estimates में highlight किए गए हैं. Now, what are the issues? What are the concerns? In the manufacturing sector, it has contracted. Contracted मतलब ये घटा है with output shrinking by 1.4%. Most worrying is the fact that 3 components of demand have also fallen. Now, this is very important for prelims. Demand के 3 components होते हैं. Demand has 3 components. First is consumption, then investment and then export. कंजम्पशन डिमांड भी कम हुई है, इन्वेस्टमेंट भी और एक्सपोर्ट्स भी, इनकी नेगेटिव आपने ग्रोथ देखी है. नाउ व्हाट अबाउट द फिस्कल पोजीशन? फिस्कल पोजीशन का क्या कहना है? द डेटा फ्रॉम कंट्रोलर जर्नल ऑफ अकाउंट्स शोज दैट सेंटर्स फिस्कल पोजीशन हैज वर्सन्ड. हमारी फिस्कल पोजीशन भी बहुत खराब है. फिस्कल डेफिसिट हैज इंक्रीज टू 4.6% ऑफ जीडीपी. नाउ द क्वेश्चन कम्स, व्हाट इज फिस्कल डेफिसिट? Fiscal deficit means the difference between total revenue and total expenditure of government. It is an indication of total borrowings needed by the government. अभी government क्योंकि deficit है, surplus मतलब जब अति होती है, जब ज्यादा होता है, deficit मतलब जब कमी होती है, तो government की borrowings को indicate करता है. Okay, it has increased to 4.6%, which is not good, right? Why? On account of poor revenue realization. Lockdown के चलते revenue realization कम हुआ, सब बंद हो गया था. Deficit, which signifies gap between government revenue and expenditure, is higher than the revised estimate of 3.8% according to CAG. Now, what is the COVID-19 effect also? Slowdown has all happened in the year prior to spread of COVID. The GDP numbers do not yet capture the impact of 4 stages of lockdown. अब देखो ये जो रिपोर्ट में दिखाया गया है इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट, ये सिर्फ कोविड-19 का नहीं है, ये उससे पहले का है. यानी कि लॉकडाउन से पहले, बिफोर लॉकडाउन हैपेंड, द इकोनॉमी वाज नॉट परफॉर्मिंग वेल. लॉकडाउन तो इट्स एन एक्सक्यूज, it's an added excuse, but before that also economy was not working well. Abhi lockdowns, data has not been taken into account. When the data will come, final data will come, it will be a huge blow. Unlike during financial crisis of 2008 when India maintained an 8% GDP growth, when capacity to endure and recover was strong, in the current situation India is faced with weaker economy. Private expenditure growth has been dwindling because of shutdown and labor migration. Investment has been contracting because weak consumption demand hai. So conclusion is that the weak commodity price and import demand would help provide some support to the growth. Government expenditure will again be the growth engine in 2020-21. अब ये stimuluses जो government हमें दे रही है, इसी पे हम अभी फिलहाल dependent है. Now next question, the next particular topic, no Palki procession but Wari tradition will be maintained. So this is just a news, but from this news we can take into account some important facts for GS paper 1 art and culture, right? अब देखो सभी temples, everything have been closed, right? Because of the lockdown, every temple, everything, every religious place is closed. That is why the procession is also traditional. Processions are also being stopped. Now here, if you have studied this news, just tell me, Varkari is referred to A. devotees, B. traders, C. nomads, D. none of the above. Which option is correct? करेक्ट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज ए, डेविटीज. वरकारी का मतलब होता है महाराष्ट्र में डेविटीज. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम प्रीलिम्स पर्सपेक्टिव. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच वाज आल्सो आस्क्ड इन 2017. कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग पेयर्स. चालिया साहिब फेस्टिवल सेलिब्रेटेड बाय सिंधीज, नंदा राज जात यात्रा सेलिब्रेटेड बाय गोंड्स, वारी वरकारी सेलिब्रेटेड बाय संथल्स. विच ऑफ द पेयर गिवन अबव इज और आर करेक्टली मैच्ड? कौन सा पेयर करेक्टली मैच्ड है, जरा बताएं. Correct answer is A, that is Chalia Sahib Festival Sindhis. This is only correct. These two are wrong. Wari over here, you can see this is Wari now, right? So Wari is an annual pilgrimage to Pandharpur, which is the seat of Hindu god Vithoba in Maharashtra. Palkis carrying the padukas, that is the footprints of various saints, most notably Dhyaneshwar and Tukaram, from the Varkari sector. So this is wrong. Santals नहीं, Varkari sector होता है. They are taken from their respective shrines to Pandharpur. Basically 700-800 साल पुराना ये tradition है. Varkaris, which are also known as the devotees, भक्त जो होते हैं, they are the one who performs the wari. That is who venerate the Vithoba. Right? Now let us talk about this procession. Wari begins on 8th or 9th lunar day of waning moon in the Hindu month of Jeshth and reaches the day before Ashadi Ekadashi at Pandharpur. Dhyaneshwar's Palaki leaves from Alandi while Tukaram's begins at Dehu. You have to remember these places and both are in Pune. ये पुणे के ही districts हैं, areas हैं. This march on foot from various locations in Maharashtra to Vithoba temple in Pandharpur, they attract a total of over 1 million pilgrims. Journey takes 21 days because पैरों पे चलकर जाते हैं ना, they walk on foot. That is why it takes 21 days to reach Pandharpur. Now the Wari culminates at Vithoba temple on Ashadi Ekadashi. Remember this as well. Devotees, that is the Varkaris. Devotees मतलब इधर जो Varkaris होते हैं महाराष्ट्र के, and nearby areas they set out for Pandharpur wearing holy basil beads. तुलसी के जो बीड्स होते हैं, माला होती है, वो पहनते हैं. Singing the glories of Vithoba, commemorating the saints. Upon reaching Pandharpur on Ashadi Ekadashi, these devotees take a holy dip in the sacred Chandrabhaga river, which is also known as the Bhima river. Remember this as well. ये भी याद रखना है point. Now, what is the social significance of Wari? Along with Dindi, that is the Paliki procession, service, that is the seva to the poor and needy, like Amrut Kalash, Annadan, donation of food, Narayan Seva, medical help, building and repairing of rural infrastructure, all of this is done. This is known as Seva Dindi. Underline this, write it down for prelims. ये prelims के लिए बहुत important है. What is Seva Dindi? It is Paliki procession, service to the poor, Annadan, that is donation of food, medical help towards the poor people, Narayan Seva, all of this is Seva Dindi, which is performed by the Wari sector. For last 2 years, Nirmal Wari has also started to keep all villages clean during the procession of Wari. So they are also focusing on environment, right? Clear? Now next important editorial, anchoring ties with Canberra the virtual way. India and Australia under the leadership of Prime Ministers of both the countries, they are preparing for a virtual summit. That is the E-Summit. Digital Summit की preparation कर रहे हैं because we all know the borders are sealed. We cannot go here and there because of the pandemic. So we are preparing for the E-Summit. This will be India's first virtual bilateral summit. You have to remember Canberra, ये जो summit है हमारा, ये किसके बीच में हो रहा है? इंडिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बीच में हो रहा है, right? Now, this could involve the cooperative use of their respective island territories in Indian Ocean for strategic purpose, as you can see over here as well. आप इधर भी दे सकते हो. This is India, this is Australia, right? So basically, जितने भी आपके islands हैं Indian Ocean में, उनके लिए strategy determine की जा रही है. India's Andaman and Nicobar Islands, इंडिया का जो Andaman Nicobar Island है, right? And Australia's Cocos Island, that is the Keeling Islands, are well positioned to offer significant advantage for both the countries. The strategic relationship between two countries, India and Australia, is currently underdeveloped. फिलहाल हमारी जो relationship है, strategic relationship है India Australia के बीच में, अभी फिलहाल वो underdeveloped है. One challenge in the relationship comes from difference in priority theaters with India's in Indian Ocean, Canberra's in the Pacific Ocean. Canberra is basically focused on the Pacific Ocean. India is focused on the Indian Ocean. So पहला तो हमारा opinion match नहीं करते, right? Our preferences are different. If New Delhi defines Pacific as its secondary area of interest, Canberra के लिए it is the first area of interest and Indian Ocean is secondary. Capacity limitations on both sides mean there is a challenge in deploying resource in secondary area of interest. अब मान लो इंडिया के लिए Pacific Ocean secondary है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए इंडियन ओशन सेकेंडरी है, तो अपने रिसोर्सेज को वो उस हिसाब से प्लेस करेंगे, तो हमारे मत एक दूसरे के साथ नहीं मिलेंगे, राइट? नाउ व्हाट आर द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ दीज आइलैंड्स? इन आइलैंड्स की इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है, राइट? लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दैट. दीज आइलैंड्स आर लोकेटेड नियर स्ट्रेटेजिक चोक पॉइंट्स with the Andaman and Nicobar Islands near the Straits of Malacca. Andaman और Nicobar Island Strait of Malacca के पास है, right? And while the Cocos Island lies in close proximity to Indonesian Straits of Sunda, Lombok and Ombai Waiter, right? Over here, इनको Keeling Islands भी बोलते हैं, remember that. Together, these straits are the entry and exit points between Indian and Pacific Oceans. And right now, the Indo-Pacific region में geopolitical competition जो देख रहे हैं, उसके लिए these choke points are very important, right? So basically, these islands provide as an opportunity for coordinated and joint anti-submarine warfare missions also. अगर हम इंडिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया कोलैबोरेट कर लेते हैं तो ये बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉलिटिकल मैसेज भेजेगा इंडो पैसिफिक रीजन में. If India and Australia they collaborate with each other, it will send a very strong and powerful message in the Indo-Pacific region to all the other nations, right? Now, next important topic, nascent Arabian Sea cyclone may delay monsoon arrival. Very important for GS paper 1, onset of monsoon के लिए important है. Storms that develop in the sea begins as low pressures. They graduate to depressions, deep depressions, and then onto 3 categories of cyclones. Depressions are normal during advent of monsoon. जब monsoon शुरू होता है तो depression normal है बनने. They usually aid the monsoon's advent, right? However, a particularly strong storm can disturb the monsoon. For example, in 2019, cyclone Vayu that formed in Arabian Sea stopped the monsoon after it entered Kerala. The official date for coming of monsoon in 2020 has been set as June 5 by the IMD. There is now uncertainty over monsoon's arrival over Kerala on the previously estimated date. Why the uncertainty is there? Because of prominent weather model that hints at development of cyclone in Arabian Sea. May 31st के बाद Arabian Sea में cyclone develop होगा. अगर ये develop हो जाता है तो केरला तक monsoon पहुंच नहीं पाएगा, stop हो जाएगा. Right? This is the problem going on. Clear? Next important news. GMR told to stop dredging in Kakinada. Andhra Pradesh Forest Department has directed GMR Energy Limited to stop dredging activity in the Kumba Abhishekam Mudflat, right? Now a mud flat, right? Now what is mud flat? First of all, let us understand what is dredging. These are important terms for prelims. ये बहुत important terms है prelims के लिए. Dredging क्या होता है? Removal of silt, sediments and debris from bottom of lakes, rivers and harbors. जितनी भी water bodies हैं, जब उनके हमने bottom से तले से जो भी silt है, sediments है, debris है, कूड़ा कचरा है, उसे निकालते हैं, उसे हम dredging बोलते हैं. It's a routine necessity in waterways because sedimentation, which is the natural process of sand and silt washing downstream, gradually fills channels and harbors, right? Now, environmental dredging is very necessary. Why? Because sediments in and around the cities and industrial areas, they contaminate the water bodies. ठीक है? Now, next is what is mud flat. अब next topic है कि ये mud flat क्या होते हैं. Mud flat और they are known as a tidal flat also. They are coastal wetlands that form an intertidal areas where sediments have been deposited by tides or rivers. Most of the sediment within a mud flat is within the intertidal zone. तो होता क्या है कि flat जो होता है वो submerged होता है and it is exposed approximately twice daily. This helps in maintaining the ecosystem. Tidal flats से बन जाते हैं sedimentation के कारण. Tidal flats along with intertidal salt, marshes and mangrove forest are important ecosystems also. यहाँ पर भी life develop करती है. But there are threats also. Mud flats are under threat from predicted sea level rise. Right? Because of shipping purpose, chemical pollution, they are under threat. So in this news, what is there? The Forest Department has ordered removal of bund around the mangrove cover adjacent to company's 220 megawatt barge mounted power plant on Kakinada coast. Dredging was being carried out by GMR Energy Limited to shift the existing installations. Clear? Basically, जितने भी आपके birds के habitat है यहाँ आसपास इस एरिया में, Indian skimmers या great knots, vulnerable species हैं ये, इन बर्ड्स के हैबिटेट को नुकसान पहुंचेगा अगर ये ड्रेजिंग एक्टिविटी की गई. इस वजह से इसको स्टॉप करने की बात की जा रही है. दिस क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड इन प्रीलिम्स फ्रॉम दिस टॉपिक. व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स इज और आर करेक्ट? Dredging activity is a routine necessity in waterways for movement of ships and boats. Dredging is also performed to reduce the exposure of fish, wildlife and people to contaminants. Which option is correct? You have 5 seconds time to answer the question. 5 सेकंड का आपके पास टाइम है. Correct answer to this question is C. That is both statement 1 and 2 are correct. दोनों ही statement correct हैं. Right now we studied ना, just now we studied it is performed to reduce the exposure of fish and wildlife and people to contaminants. It's a removal of silt, sediments and debris from the bottom of lakes, rivers, harbors. Clear? Next important news is Major Suman Gawani chosen for UN award. Major Suman Gawani of Indian Army, who served as women peacekeeper with United Nations mission in South Sudan in 2019, has been selected for prestigious UN Military Gender Advocate for the Year award. Basically, she is being awarded for solving the gender issues. Clear? Next important news, Law Minister rakes up Supreme Court's NJAC verdict. 2015 Supreme Court ruling had cancelled the National Judicial Appointments Commission in favor of present collision system. Supreme Court has argued, the Supreme Court argument was that proposed Judicial Commission of NJAC, in which Law Minister was also a member, the appointees from the office, from that particular office, may not be fair and objective when litigation comes against them. So that is why Law Minister ने Supreme Court के NJAC verdict के प्रति serious resentment show की है. Now next important topic for prelims, very important for this year's prelims and plus 2021 and 22 के prelims के लिए भी बहुत important है ये. रोजगार सेतु for skilled workers in MP. मध्य प्रदेश has announced, you have to remember which state has announced. मध्य प्रदेश ने रोजगार सेतु स्कीम अनाउंस किया है. It will help secure employment for skilled workers who have returned to their native place from urban areas. Urban areas से जो वापस आए हैं migrants जो हैं, उनके लिए work सिक्योर करने के लिए रोजगार सेतु स्कीम लॉन्च की गई है. इट इज द फर्स्ट स्टेट टू डिवाइस सच अ वर्क प्लान. अटेम्प्ट इज टू प्रोवाइड वर्क टू मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ रिटर्न स्किल्ड वर्कर्स. Under the Central Swamitva Yojana, rural areas would be surveyed to help prepare land records also, and this will be done through the help of drones. So Swamitva Yojana और रोजगार सेतु स्कीम दोनों तैयार करनी है आपको. Clear? This was all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's class. If you really enjoyed it, do not forget to share the video with other aspirants, subscribe the channel, and also like the video. Thank you.